Oh, this is weird. They just keep coming.
Unexplained lights.
This is unfreaking believable.
Caught on camera over western Kentucky.
They're still coming from Indiana.
We've always been curious about what's out there, haven't we? The idea that the skies might hold something mysterious, something we can't quite explain, has always captured our imagination. Over the years, we've learned so much about our universe, but there are still things that make us stop and wonder. Lately, UFO sightings have been showing up all around the world, and they're getting harder to ignore. Are they just strange weather patterns? Secret tech we don't know about? Or could they be something far more extraordinary? Stick around, because today we're diving into some of the most mind-blowing UFO sightings ever caught on camera and the questions they leave behind. UFO in Kentucky. In 2024, something strange lit up the skies over Kentucky, leaving people stunned and full of questions. A mysterious flying object emitting an eerie blue glow was spotted hovering above the area, and it wasn't long before videos and photos started flooding social media. At first glance, it looked like it might be a drone, small, maneuverable, and glowing in a way we'd associate with modern tech. But the more people looked, the less sense that explanation made. Witnesses reported that its movements were unlike any drone they'd ever seen. It darted around in sharp, unpredictable patterns, moving at speeds that seemed almost impossible. What really stood out was the glow, a pulsing blue light that felt otherworldly, almost alive. People who saw it up close insist it wasn't a drone, nor anything they could easily explain. Local authorities have remained quiet on the matter, and so far, there's no official explanation. Was it a top-secret military experiment? A natural phenomenon we don't understand yet? Or could it be a sign of something far more extraordinary? Whatever it was, this sighting has left Kentucky buzzing with speculation and adds yet another layer to the growing mystery of UFOs in 2024 UFO on military base. Let me tell you about one of the strangest incidents that went down in 2018 on a U.S. military base. Picture this. An F-18 fighter jet was just about to land on the USS Ford in the Mediterranean Sea. Everything seemed routine until, out of nowhere, a triangular-shaped object appeared on the runway. It wasn't your typical aircraft. It looked like something straight out of a sci-fi flick. A stealthy triangle just sitting there. Now, you'd think this would be a quiet, internal matter, right? Wrong. Iranian state media somehow got their hands on footage of the event and claimed it was proof that the U.S. was working with aliens. Yep, you heard that right. Aliens. Of course, skeptics thought it might be part of a top-secret U.S. military program. But even then, no one could explain why it suddenly popped up during such a high-profile operation. Whether it was alien tech or just some high-level government experiment, one thing's for sure. It had everyone talking. UFO Army Escort, the Nevada desert, famous for its UFO stories, delivered another mind-blowing encounter. Imagine this. 3 unidentified flying objects in a tight triangular formation cruising through the sky. The military sent F-22 Raptors to intercept them, thinking it'd be a routine engagement. But here's where it gets weird. These UFOs moved in ways no aircraft should. They zipped around with sharp turns, sudden stops, and lightning-fast accelerations, completely ignoring the laws of physics. The F-22s tried to get close, but as they did, the jets started acting strangely, almost like the UFOs were interfering with their systems. Ground witnesses caught the whole thing on video, stunned by what they were seeing. Were these advanced alien crafts, or could it be some kind of experimental tech? No one knows for sure, but it left everyone with more questions than answers. Hovering UFOs. Imagine being out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, surrounded by nothing but water and sky, when suddenly you spot a group of bright lights moving together in the air. That's exactly what happened to a fisherman one evening. These lights weren't just random. They seemed to be part of a larger group, moving in unison like they were on some kind of mission. Here's where it gets even stranger. It looked as though these UFOs might have come from the ocean itself. Think about it. Most of the ocean is unexplored, so who's to say what might be hiding down there? The glowing crafts hovered silently for a while, as if scanning the area, before slowly drifting toward the horizon. Some say they might have been returning to another dimension or world. The fisherman, understandably freaked out, decided not to stick around and sped off in his boat. Who could blame him? Extraterrestrial casket. This next one feels like something out of an Indiana Jones movie. Deep inside one of Egypt's ancient pyramids, workers stumbled across a hidden chamber that hadn't been touched in centuries. Inside, they found something truly bizarre. Several skeletal remains that didn't look remotely human. These figures had elongated heads and strange alien-like features. The discovery sent the workers into a frenzy. Were these bodies evidence of extraterrestrial visitors from the distant past? Some theories suggest aliens might have played a role in building the pyramids. I mean, how else do you explain such precise engineering thousands of years ago? Extraterrestrial friends in Ireland? Imagine hiking through Ireland's rolling green hills when you come across something that stops you dead in your tracks. In 2021, a group of hikers claimed to see two alien-like figures in a remote area. One of them was lying on the ground, appearing lifeless or injured, while the other stood nearby, looking around as if it were searching for help. The scene was surreal, like something straight out of a science fiction drama. The hikers couldn't decide whether the standing alien was a friend trying to assist its companion or an enemy that had just won a fight. The strange, humanoid creatures had features unlike anything on Earth, and their presence left everyone baffled. Extraterrestrial visitor in Pakistan. Picture this: a foggy night in Pakistan when something glowing appears in the sky. Witnesses looked up to see a UFO with bright lights cutting through the dense mist. It was no ordinary aircraft. The craft moved gracefully, its lights shining like a beacon in the night. What really grabbed everyone's attention was the large central light in the middle of the craft. Some thought it might be a portal or a doorway to another dimension. The UFO floated slowly, as if observing the world below, before vanishing into the foggy distance. The eerie glow it left behind sparked countless rumors. Was it an alien visitor, or could it be a top-secret experiment? Either way, it left witnesses with chills and plenty of unanswered questions. UFO over Manhattan. In 2010, thousands of people in New York City looked up to see what appeared to be glowing orbs floating above Manhattan. These objects were not like any drones or aircraft. They moved in formations, splitting apart and rejoining in patterns that defied conventional technology. What made this sighting even more chilling was that no radar detected the objects, despite their visibility to so many. Witnesses described them as metallic and eerily silent. The objects hovered for nearly an hour before vanishing without a trace. The event caused widespread speculation, with some believing it was a government experiment and others convinced it was a clear visit from extraterrestrial life. The truth? Still a mystery. UFO uproar in Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan has been the epicenter of a series of mysterious lights in the sky, sparking intrigue and speculation. These lights, glowing brilliantly, would appear at night, forming specific patterns and shapes. Witnesses reported that the lights seemed deliberate, almost as if trying to convey a message. Shapes resembling symbols or codes hovered in the sky, captivating onlookers who gathered outside to witness the strange phenomenon. Some likened the event to scenes from the movie Arrival, speculating whether extraterrestrial beings were attempting to communicate. The lights, however, disappeared as mysteriously as they arrived, leaving behind only questions. Were they part of a secret military project, a rare atmospheric phenomenon, or something truly out of this world? Without concrete answers, the Kazakhstan light patterns remain one of the most enigmatic UFO encounters to date. Galactic Dream. In Russia, a tranquil boating trip turned into a mind-bending encounter. A man gazing at the horizon noticed an enormous UFO blending seamlessly with the mountain backdrop. The craft's design seemed intentional, almost as if it had been constructed to mimic the surrounding peaks. Its presence was so subtle that at first glance, it could be mistaken for part of the natural landscape. The UFO hovered silently, its massive structure casting a shadow over the water below. What stood out was its eerie stillness, as if it was observing rather than moving. Theories abound. Was this a hidden alien base disguised as a mountain? Or perhaps a top-secret experiment designed to camouflage advanced aircraft? Whatever the truth, the sighting challenges our understanding of both engineering and extraterrestrial possibilities. Pilot captures UFO. During a routine helicopter flight, Captain Jorge Arteaga and supermodel Valentina Arvis experienced an encounter that defied logic. As they soared through clear skies, a strange object appeared on the horizon. Adjusting his flight path to investigate, Jorge noted that the UFO was unlike anything he'd ever seen. It was sleek, metallic, and most intriguingly, utterly silent. Valentina described it as otherworldly, marveling at its lack of noise and visible propulsion systems. The craft moved with an unnatural smoothness, as if defying the laws of physics. What baffled both was its stealthy approach. No engine hum, no air displacement, just eerie silence. This sighting adds to the growing number of pilot-reported UFO incidents, fueling speculation about advanced technology beyond our comprehension. UFO over Haiti. On a serene Haitian beach, a couple's peaceful evening took a turn for the extraordinary. In the distance, 3 UFOs appeared, their bright lights illuminating the night sky. The crafts moved with precision, as if orchestrated by an unseen force. The couple watched in awe as the UFOs aligned into a perfect triangular formation, their synchronized lights flashing in deliberate patterns. The spectacle raised questions about their purpose. Were the lights a form of communication, or perhaps a display of advanced technology? The triangle formation has been reported in other sightings worldwide, leading some to theorize about a consistent extraterrestrial strategy. Regardless of the intent, the sighting over Haiti adds another chapter to the ongoing mystery of UFO activity. UFO sighting in the mountains. A group of hikers in the mountains witnessed a bizarre phenomenon, a cluster of UFOs hovering in perfect unison. The crafts, glowing softly, formed a triangular pattern in the sky. As the hikers observed, they noticed that the UFOs moved as one, almost as if connected by an invisible force. What stood out was the lack of any visible propulsion systems. There were no engines, wings, or noise, making the craft's seamless motion even more baffling. This sighting adds to the growing evidence of triangular UFO formations, leaving many to wonder if there's a deeper meaning behind their coordinated patterns. Could this be a message, or are we merely scratching the surface of an advanced alien presence? UFO invasion in Venezuela. A peaceful evening in Venezuela turned chaotic when a massive UFO appeared in the sky. At first, onlookers dismissed it as an unusual light, but its sheer size and structure quickly confirmed otherwise. The craft was enormous, casting shadows that stretched across the landscape. As it hovered, people noticed a glowing entrance at its base, and reports of strange occurrences began to surface. Pets acted erratically, electronics malfunctioned, and some individuals even reported experiencing odd physical sensations. The craft's movement suggested it was scanning the area, sparking fears of an alien search mission. The Venezuelan incident remains one of the most unsettling UFO sightings, leaving behind a mix of awe and anxiety. Green light over the ocean. A boating adventure turned surreal when bright green lights began glowing beneath the waves. The boaters, intrigued and a little alarmed, decided to dive in for a closer look. To their astonishment, the lights seemed to move with intent, some flickering like stars, while others glided gracefully through the water. The source of the lights remained elusive. Some speculated about underwater UFOs, while others suggested bioluminescent marine life. Yet, the steady, controlled movements of the lights hinted at something artificial, perhaps a hidden alien world beneath the ocean's surface. This green light phenomenon continues to puzzle both scientists and UFO enthusiasts alike. Desert UFO in Saudi Arabia. In the vast Saudi Arabian desert, a group of survey workers stumbled upon a sight that left them speechless. A strange object hovered nearby, initially mistaken for a drone. Upon closer inspection, they realized it was a UFO, its design unlike anything they'd ever seen. What shocked them even more was the appearance of two humanoid figures near the craft. The workers quickly reported the incident, but no official updates were ever released. The lack of information only deepened the mystery, fueling speculation about extraterrestrial visitors or secret government projects. This desert encounter remained shrouded in secrecy, adding to the ever-growing archive of UFO lore. UFO Takeoff. In 2017, a stunning sight unfolded off the coast of Sydney, Australia, when an enormous UFO emerged from the depths of the water. The footage begins with a strange object breaking the surface, sending ripples and waves through the water. For a moment, the craft hovered above the water, its massive size evident as it loomed in the distance. One can only imagine the shock and awe felt by those nearby as they witnessed the mysterious craft's sudden appearance. However, being in Australia, where strange phenomena often seem to occur, locals might not have been as shocked as we might expect. Underwater UFO. While working on an oil platform in the South Atlantic, a group of workers witnessed a strange phenomenon that left them questioning what they were seeing. The workers noticed mysterious lights glowing from the seabed, far below the platform where they were stationed. Initially, the workers assumed the lights were from an underwater vehicle, possibly from an unmanned submersible or some other deep-sea equipment. However, as they watched more closely, they realized that the lights flickered and swirled in ways that resembled the behavior of a UFO. The lights changed colors, and their movements were erratic, which struck the workers as highly unusual for an underwater vehicle. The idea of a vehicle being able to reach such depths seemed improbable, especially when considering the vast pressures and extreme conditions at the ocean's bottom. As the workers gathered near the edge of the platform to get a better view, the lights seemed to dance and swirl, almost as if they were alive. The workers were left in awe, with no logical explanation to offer for the display. Some speculated that the lights could have been a natural phenomenon, but the way they moved and flickered, coupled with their odd colors, led many to wonder if it could have been something much more out of the ordinary. The video documenting the event ended abruptly, leaving viewers to come up with their own theories about the source of the glowing lights. UFO Chase. One of the most thrilling UFO sightings occurred when a high-speed chase took place between a UFO and a fast military jet. The location of this event is unknown, but the footage captured a jet desperately trying to catch up with a strange object in the sky. The UFO was highly maneuverable, performing sharp turns, sudden climbs, and intricate evasive maneuvers. The jet, clearly struggling to keep pace, followed the UFO closely, as if determined to catch it. The nature of the craft, its shape, behavior, and movements left many people questioning whether it was a military aircraft or something far more advanced. The UFO seemed to move with an agility and speed that surpassed anything the jet could achieve, which led some to believe it could be a government test of new technology. Others, however, speculated that the UFO could be an extraterrestrial vehicle, showcasing technology far beyond what humanity currently possesses. So, this seems enough for this video. If you enjoyed watching it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content.